Vampires have been a staple of American folklore for centuries, dating back to the earliest days of European settlement in the New World. While the exact origins of America's fascination with these blood-sucking creatures are unclear, their presence in American history is undeniable. From early colonial times to modern-day pop culture, vampires have left an indelible mark on American culture and history. One of the earliest examples of vampire folklore in America dates back to the 18th century, when reports of vampire-like activities began to emerge from the region now known as New England. According to legend, a man named Mercy Brown died of consumption in Rhode Island in 1892. Several years later, her brother and mother both died of the same disease, leading locals to suspect that Mercy had become a vampire and was feeding on the life force of her family members. In response, the townspeople exhumed her body and burned her heart, believing that this would put an end to the family's suffering. While the Mercy Brown incident is perhaps the most famous example of vampire folklore in early American history, it was far from the only one. Reports of vampirism continued to circulate throughout New England well into the 19th century, with many communities taking drastic measures to rid themselves of these supposed monsters. In addition to these stories of real-life vampires, American literature and pop culture have also been deeply influenced by vampire lore. Perhaps the most famous vampire of all is Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was first published in the UK in 1897 and quickly became a worldwide sensation. The character of Dracula has since been portrayed in countless movies, TV shows, and other forms of popular media, cementing his place as one of the most iconic figures in horror history. Beyond Dracula, American vampire lore has taken countless forms over the years. Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles series, which began with Interview with the Vampire in 1976, created a whole new subgenre of vampire fiction that focused on the inner lives and struggles of these immortal creatures.